So it's the week before filming the next video, like the 21st vlog, but we've been having a bit of a week, so I just wanted to show you what's been happening, because by the time I'm filming, we'll be in like the swing of fixing what happened, but yeah, so just hold on, just let me show you. I don't know if you can hear the fan, but so we were hanging out one day. Is this the hallway light? That's the hallway light, okay. And yeah, so there's a fan, and there's the bucket of water, and as you can imagine, there's the hole in the ceiling. Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna come fix it soon, but yeah, this happened. Let me just give like a little bit of context of what's been going on, because like it's been a crazy week. Went to the vet on Monday, today's Friday, got a prescription for Junie for Prozac and gabapentin. Prozac for her anxiety, gabapentin for her nighttime anxiety, and to help her kind of get better into the habit of sleeping at night again. We started the gabapentin on Monday, and then the Prozac we started on Tuesday. Wednesday, we were just hanging out. Junie had gone to daycare on Tuesday, and my partner and I, we were sitting on the couch, and we were just like, his family, they do like Christmas lists for Christmas gifts of like ideas of like, here are things that I've been looking at, like that I might like to get for Christmas. And so we were working on that, and then we just like, Junie's lit, so it's like the two of us on the couch, Junie's laying in her bed, and then we just hear this like drip, 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 like really loudly. And we were like, what is that? What is that noise? My partner gets up, because he's gonna go investigate. Junie gets up to follow him. I'm getting up last. And then all of a sudden we hear like crackling, and then like a downpour of water or something, like something falling out of the ceiling. And we're like, oh my God, what was that? So he freaks out, Junie is terrified, and I'm like, I don't understand what just happened. He opens, because the hallway door was shut, so he opens the door, and the floor is just covered in like a pool of water. And then we look up, and there's this hole in the ceiling. The ceiling is like dented, and then there's a hole where the water finally like broke through. And we were like, okay, well, this is great. And of course, like Junie is like shaking like a leaf. She is so terrified of what just happened. She's like, I don't understand what's going on, like I'm scared. So we like called the emergency maintenance line, and they showed up very fast, and then they came and told us that they were gonna come and they were gonna cut the drywall out, which is why the hole is so big in the ceiling now, because they had to cut all of the wet drywall away. We were messaging the daycare of like, can you take Junie for just like, you know, a couple hours this afternoon, because like our ceiling opened up and water poured out, and now they have to cut the drywall and everything, and we don't want to stress her out more. So they were very nice about it, and they took Junie. But now we have a hole in our ceiling, which is just really unfortunate. We were struggling with Junie not sleeping at night. We got prescriptions to help with Junie's anxiety and to get her to sleep, so we were finally sleeping okay. Then as soon as we started to solve the anxiety problem, the ceiling opened up and poured a waterfall of water into the hallway. The irony of it was just so funny that we were like laughing about it on and off all day long. Oh, and then our car was dead. So our car was dead. We don't have our car right now because we had to get it jumped, and then my partner drove it to the auto shop. So they've had the car for a couple days. So it was like anxious dog, medication that's making her be weird, because she's pretty weird right now. She's being really weird. A hole in the ceiling with water. The car is dead, and that is like literally, that's been the week. That is the week this week. Like literally all I've been doing is just trying to like get a handle on everything that's going on. I guess this is my posting week update. I don't even know how I'm gonna film next week, because they're supposed to come in and like replace the drywall and everything sometime next week, and I think they said it was gonna take multiple days. And I'm like feeling pretty sick this week. I'm like finally getting better, but I was like sick all week. So it's like the delirium of like feeling sick, anxious dog, not sleeping, no car, hole in the ceiling. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Merry Christmas! Hi everyone, welcome back to my studio. I hope you're all doing well. Guess what, you guys? I got my microphone. It only took a month, actually longer than a month. It was like a month and a half, but I finally have my microphone. So now, hopefully we will have better audio all around for at least the talking bits of the videos. You know, like that's all I really wanted, because I could tell that the talking audio for like these parts could use a little bit of work. However, I do have to figure out how I'm going to balance the audio now using like the audio from the microphone. So if the audio is a little bit weird in the talking bits, for this video and the next one. Please bear with me as I'm like trying to figure out how it's all gonna work. But yes, hello. I feel like way more official having a microphone. It's just like, it's very different. I tried to clip it onto my sweater over here, but it wasn't really working. It looked really weird. So I was like, well, I'll just hold it. I'll just hold it for now, and then we'll just figure it out. But it's great. It's great. I was gonna buy the DJI microphones, but I heard that, well, like I read online that those had a hard time connecting to Samsung phones, which is what I have. So instead I bought, it's like the Rode wireless micro. It comes with 2 transmitters and then the receiver that connects to the USB-C. You can do USB-C or Lightning. I just needed something that was like easy to like connect to my phone, easy to use. So this is what I went with. It's a little more expensive, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to use this for a long time. So Christmas is next week, and then Christmas Eve is my posting day, which means the week after I'm supposed to be filming. However, my partner is on like, his work has like a winter break. And so the week after he will actually be off. And so what I'm planning to do is I am planning to just film a whole lot this week. And then I'm going to split this video into 2 parts. So there'll be, you know, week before Christmas part 1, week before Christmas part 2, so that I can take some time off and I can have like a nice vacation and just hang out with my partner and our dog and do Christmas things. So that's what we're doing. This is my first time doing a 2-part video, so we're gonna have to figure it out. But I really don't wanna have to edit when my partner's on vacation. I wanna just spend time with him. So that's what we're doing. I have updates. The first ones are gonna be about Junie, because I ended on talking about Junie. So I figured it's probably good for me to start talking about Junie and how everything's going. If you missed it, last video, I talked about how at the end, like we were really struggling with Junie's increased anxiety since we got home from Thanksgiving and picked her up from boarding. And so we talked to the vet. Disclaimer, we were having issues with her anxiety before we went to Thanksgiving, but it just like got so much worse and has been worse since we got back from Thanksgiving travel. This was like a building thing. We didn't just like have a bad week and decide to put her on anxiety medication. This was like several months of buildup to deciding to do this. So originally the vet had put her on 20 milligrams of Prozac and then 100 milligrams of gabapentin, which we were giving her at night to help her fall asleep and just like feel sleepy, because like her agitation at night was really intense. What we were expecting and what the vet and our trainer were expecting was that, you know, dogs that go on Prozac, any kind of like anti-anxiety, like anti-depression medication, they tend to get like very lethargic and sometimes not, like they lose their appetite. Those are like the most common ones. And so that's what we were expecting. And honestly, it would have been a nice break because she's been a lot. But that didn't happen. What happened instead was that Junie's agitation got really intense, like so intense. Here's a good example. So before Thanksgiving, when my partner was home, I'd often take that chance to like go out and do things for a couple of hours because, you know, she's not home alone. And sometimes she would like whine at my partner because she really wasn't used to like me going. I did that on Friday and I was gone for like 2 hours. And she freaked out. Like my partner, like he was having a chill work from home day, but he like had to take a meeting and stuff. And when I was gone, she just like couldn't calm down. Like everything he was trying, it just like wasn't working. It wasn't enough. So she was like really, really upset. And then the whole rest of the evening after I finally got home, she was like super antsy and everything. And while my partner was taking his meeting, she was like howling at him. It was just like a lot, you know, so that's sort of what we've been dealing with. And then it really solidified for us because like the vet asked us to take a day off of the gabapentin at night just to see if it was like, maybe she was doing a little better at night, which with the increased agitation, we weren't sure, but we were like, okay, she asked us to do this, so like, let's just do it. That was Saturday, and I don't think any of us slept more than like 4 hours that night. It just didn't go very well. It was, you could tell she was really upset. She's like winding herself up at night and was like pacing and whining. And sometimes she'd get right up in my face in the bed and whine at me. And she just like could not settle. Like no matter what we did, she just like couldn't, she was just so miserable. So we were like, okay, obviously this is not working. Like something needs to change. Like it's not having the effect that we wanted. So we talked to the vet. And her, the trainer, and us, we all agree that either something about like the initial dose, like maybe she's really sensitive to serotonin, because that's what the SSRI is like it just focuses on the serotonin and gives her a boost. Maybe the dose is too high and she's sensitive and we need to drop it down to have the effect that we want. Or maybe we need to like switch her to a different medication. Like one of them is called like Clomicalm or something, Clomicalm, I think. I don't know how to say it, but that one's an antidepressant. So it doesn't just do the like serotonin. And the vet was like, okay, we'll try a lower dose. We're skipping today. So I haven't given her the Prozac today. So we're skipping today, and then I'm gonna give her one tomorrow, skip a day, give her another one, and then we'll give it to her every day just to like give her a little bit of a break while we build up to the new dose, which is lower. She only gave us like 10 of them because we just wanted to see, like, we didn't want to commit to like a whole thing until we know, and the vet didn't either. So Junie's like snoring and sleeping. So she gave us like 10 days of the new dosage of Prozac so that we can just try it out. I think we're gonna like give it about a week or so and then check in with the vet, and then either we'll continue with that or we'll move on, like we'll wean her off of the fluoxetine and then move on to probably like the Clomicalm is what we'll do. But in the meantime, we can still give her the gabapentin at night to help her sleep. But I was telling the vet, like, you know, it seemed to be working for her really well up until the Prozac was like causing so much anxiety at night that it felt like the anxiety from the Prozac was beating the gabapentin. Like, that's how bad it was. Like last night, I gave her the Prozac, and then when we went to bed, she paced around the house. Like, she wasn't whining, which was better, but she was like pacing around the house for like an hour. Like, that's how intense it has been. So as you can imagine, I didn't do as much art last week because trying to manage the dog and everything was a lot. Also the ceiling collapse. I'm sure I put that clip in the beginning. They came on Friday to check on it, and then they came today to also double check that it was good. Because tomorrow the contractor is going to come and actually like fix the drywall, which is good because Junie will be at daycare. So we'll be just kind of hanging out, and for the most part, I just want to like work on art things because I've had to suspend like fully absences right now because we started working with our separation anxiety trainer. Let me just tell you what we're doing this week. So this week, last time I worked on the icon designs. I'd like to continue working on those and maybe finish them this week, along with starting to work with like a banner design. I'd like to have at least the icons done and then maybe the banner as well. That would be like goals, but I just don't know if that's gonna happen. I'd really like to have these done before the new year starts so that I can like have a goal for next year already accomplished and then keep moving on to the next thing. So in terms of the art stuff, that's what we're gonna be doing. The only other thing I have planned for today is basically I have a lot of earrings that I ordered that I haven't like opened and tried on and put on yet. So I'm gonna do an earring haul. So this part of the video is just gonna be like really chatty. So if you don't like that, sucks. I'm just a very chatty lady. So if that's not your thing, I can't change it, but you could go, I guess, if you want. Final thoughts are just like, I really hope that this new dosage of the medication like works well. I think the vet's sort of 50-50 of like, maybe the dose is too high. And then we have such a great vet. Like my dog, can I just say, I've never encountered a dog like Junie who loves going to the vet so much. Every time we walk past it, Junie just is so fixated on like, are we going to the vet? Can we go to the vet? I really want to go to the vet. And then like, we went in this morning just to like pick up the new medication, and she did not want to leave. She wanted to stay and get attention and go see the vet, and all the vet techs, like it's all ladies working there, and Junie is just obsessed with them. So yeah, I've never had a dog who is like so obsessed with going to the vet. I think the thing is like, it's easy to feel frustrated when your dog is like keeping you from sleeping and can't be alone and is having like these big reactions to things that like they weren't before, or you feel like they shouldn't be. And honestly, I feel like at this point emotionally, both me and my partner we're sort of like past the point of being aggravated. And at this point, it just makes us sad. Like, it's just sad that she's so miserable. Like that night that we skipped the gabapentin and she kept us awake for all of but like 4 hours during the night, like it felt terrible. Like you just stop being mad. It just becomes this thing of like, my dog is so upset and I don't know how to make it better for her. It's not like a person where you can talk about your anxiety and sometimes it helps and makes you feel better. It's like with them, it's like you can't, you know, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, okay, anyway, let's try on some earrings. When I said that I have a lot of earrings to try on, I have so many earrings to try on. Like, I think both of these got here before Thanksgiving. I think. Maybe. No, one of them got here before Thanksgiving and then the other one showed up after we've been home. When I said in the last video that I have a lot of earrings, I have a lot of earrings. I just like, you know, some people collect figures and some people collect like stickers and stuff. And I collect earrings. That's just my thing. If you're wondering where I buy my earrings, I buy them at this small business called Shop Kikay. I think it's Kikay, but you can find them at kikay.shop. I'll put it on here on the screen so you can see it. I think most of my dangling earring collection is from them at this point. I've like gotten rid of my other earrings and I just have their earrings. Maybe I can just like, what if I just do like this and then I do like this. Yeah, we're just gonna let that happen for now. And hopefully the audio will be okay. Cause I need both hands so I can show you the earrings, okay? And this is the best that I can do. So the first pair, I actually bought like a blind bag and then I opened it because I was looking for a pair of earrings when we were going out the other day. They're like these Christmas light earrings. They're so fun. I am really excited that I got the pink ones because pink is like one of my favorite colors, I feel like, lately. Cute. Oh my God, those are so fun. They're so light. One of the things I really like about this earring company is like the earrings, because they're made of like acrylic and stuff, they're usually so light and easy to wear. We have to keep going because there's so many pairs of earrings for me to try on today. I don't usually buy the gold ones. Like I'm more of like a silver than a gold girl, but sometimes I'll mix gold and silver if I feel like it. It's just like, I don't know, something about it is just like, they're too warm. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, look at those hibiscus. So cute. It's like florals and food are usually my go-to when it comes to buying these earrings. Oh, those are great. Oh my God, they're so pretty. So these are supposed to be kind of like North Star-y for Christmas, you know, like Polaris sort of thing. I feel like these would be so cute at like a Christmas party or something, or even just like to wear around when it's really cold and snowy. I love this. I also have snowflakes too, go figure. But these, I just like a little bit of variety. I try not to buy too many pairs that are like the same motif. I do have a couple that are the same and are different colorways later, but you're gonna see why. Yeah, oh my gosh. Those are fun. I also really like to have pairs from this shop that are a little more muted because like the colorful ones are really nice, but sometimes you really want to like tone it back a little bit, you know, depending on where you're going. I'm trying to be speedy because I don't want to bore you guys, but when you like to buy something, it's just so fun. I think it's like also with earrings, I love the fact that it doesn't take up a lot of room as a collection. I can just have them and like, they just like, my earrings just live over there right now. But I have these candy canes. Those are super cute. I feel like these are just like staple Christmas earrings. You know, everyone needs a pair of candy cane earrings for Christmas. I feel like these two, if you're not wearing the most Christmassy outfit, like this just takes the outfit to Christmas. Oh, they're so light. Oh my gosh, they're just so light. They're so fun. This is the last pair from this box. So I actually have a pair from the shop that are like these, but I liked these better. So I'm actually hoping to like phase out the ones that I have, the old ones, and I'm just gonna kind of put them in storage, and then I'm just gonna wear these ones. They're like little Christmas trees with green confetti. They're so cute. I feel like it's not doing justice like how sparkly they are, but it's just so fun. It's so fun. I buy a lot of the food earrings. I buy a lot of the like space earrings, or like hearts and stars are like a big thing for me. And then the florals. That's sort of my go-to. I have some silly ones too, but those are cute. First pair. Oh, I'm so excited about these, you guys. I'm so into these. Ooh. Oh my God, I dropped it. These ones, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm like so obsessed with these. Look at that. Do you see that? Oh my God, I'm dead. Those are so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh man, and they're so light. Like it looks long, but when I tell you I put these on, I can't even feel it. I can't even feel it. Wow, those are so fun. Oh my gosh. With dangly earrings, like if they're light, I feel so much better wearing them. It's sort of hard with my jacket here. Hopefully you can't hear them on the microphone too much, but like they're so dangly and fun, and I can't feel them. That's a win. That is a win. These two next pairs I have, like they're the same earrings. I just like bought them in different colors because they're really cute. I actually have like the star and heart motifs from this shop. I have so many of them, because I keep buying them in different colors because they come out with different colors and the colors are ones that I like. So these ones are a little heavier because they're more like resin. I don't know if you can see how fat that is. Yeah, do you see that? They're a little heavier, but they're not that much heavier. Oh man, it matches my sweatshirt like so well. Heck yeah. Oh man, those are so dope. What the heck? Those are so cool. Okay, yeah, I'm obsessed. Those are great. Yeah, they're like heavier, but they're not that heavy. I'm just gonna jump into the next pair because the next pair, it's like the same earrings, but they're just in pink, okay? Listen, I am nothing if not predictable, okay? So I have purple and pink. They just look like jelly candy. Like that's just so fun. Part of why I'm doing this earring haul is because my iPad has to charge because I grabbed all of my tech after the ceiling collapsed and we cleaned it up because I wasn't sure if I was gonna work or anything during that week. I ended up not doing it, but because of that, my iPad died where I was storing it. Oh my gosh. Those are so cute. I'm like so easy to please. I feel like with earrings, I'm just like, oh, these are so amazing. It just feels good, okay? It just feels fun to open a new pair of earrings. We're on the second to last pair. We're almost done. I'm trying to not make this too long because also it's like, you know, well, how much am I actually gonna say about these pairs of earrings, okay? So these ones, they're like little pixel hearts. Can you see that? There we go. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Very like Legend of Zelda or just like old school nostalgia gaming. They had a pair of like Nintendo Switch Joy-Con earrings, but I was like, listen, am I actually gonna wear these? I went back and forth about it for so long, and then I think they finally discontinued them or just like retired the design. And I'm like, listen, sometimes like I like nerdy earrings. Like I own all of their Animal Crossing earrings. I think it's like 4 or 5, maybe 6 pairs of Animal Crossing themed earrings. And I really like those, but they're like subtle enough that like, as long as you know the reference, you would get it. But when it comes to like actual like Joy-Con controller earrings, I'm like, I don't know. There's just something about it. I also am guilty of owning not the pixel, they have like non-pixel heart versions of these earrings, and I have them in so many colors. At least 3 or 4, I think. But if you subscribe to their email newsletter for the shop, they have a pair of like freebie earrings. They'll send you a code for it at the beginning of the month, and then if you make a purchase, then you can put the code in, and if you like the freebie earrings, then you get the freebies. If I place 1 order a month, which is like, yeah, I place 1 orders, okay, then I get like an extra pair of earrings every month for free, and it's awesome. The last pair are these Monstera leaves. The lighting isn't really doing them justice, but like they're sparkly. These, I feel like, are just so good for summertime or just in general. Honestly, it's winter and I'm like, I feel like I could still wear these out. Oh yeah, those are so cute. Very boho. Okay, those are all of my earrings. But like, yeah, here, let me show you. I have 2 of these. So I have like these earring hangers, and like this is almost full. So each hanger holds like 4 or 5 pairs of earrings. And like almost all of these are full. And then I have 4 more hangers left on this one. So it's just like I guess like a sneak peek at my collection. And then I have another one. And this one also only has 4 hangers left, and almost all of them are full. But yeah, this is like the other part of my collection. I really love earrings, so I have so many. Probably way more than I should, but listen, it doesn't take up a lot of room, and I'm not spending that much money on it. So what I'm filming this week, I'm just gonna have to kind of figure it out because there's just so much going on. Also, I forgot to mention that over Thanksgiving, we went to go see Wicked for Good. I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I might have, but I like cried from like the middle of the movie until the end. I was just devastated. It was good. I loved it. Like, I feel like it's getting like mixed reviews, but I honestly was like, it's great. Okay, I'm so hungry. Oh my God. Come on, Ginny, let's go home. So I spent some time working on the icons for a little bit off camera because once I got back from like taking Junie for a potty break and then doing her training and having lunch, it just like took a while, and a lot of it drained my phone battery, especially the training, because I'm sort of like looking at the training plan that the trainer is laying out, and then I'm trying to watch Junie, and sort of like I can't make direct eye contact with her while we're training, so I'm like looking at her through my phone, and it's sort of like a whole thing. But yeah, so while it was charging, I was working on these designs, and I'm really excited about them. I think this one might be the one that I go with for the new icon, because I was working on this one, and I think there's something about this that just like isn't quite hitting right for an icon, but I think this one looks really good. And also, if I turned this into a shape that was like one color, like this would read really well and I don't think that this one would. So I think we're cutting down from 2 versions of the icon to just 1, because in terms of like readability and everything, like this one is better. This one just looks better. So I think this is the one that I'm gonna take to final. I feel like sometimes when you're working on like multiple versions of things and then you have to cut one out, it can feel like a waste. But I'm like, you know, if it takes that long for me to figure out which one is the better one, then that, you know, whatever, so be it.
Hi everyone, it's me. A little bit of a shorter video this week since we're splitting the footage from this week into 2 parts, but I hope you enjoyed the first part and just hanging out with me and having a little bit more of a chill, well, I guess chaotic and chill video this time. This part of the video ended up being a lot more of like the earring haul and just a little bit of working on the icon, which is okay. I actually have a lot of footage for the next video working on the icon because I had to do 3 versions. So next video is going to be a lot more art heavy than this time. Over the last year, I've been very like one and done with working on a project, but this time I decided I really wanted to take my time and make sure that I ended up with a product that I was really happy with and could live with for hopefully the whole year, if not longer. I'm really happy with the final version of the icon that I ended up with, and I hope when you guys see it in part 2 that you guys will really like it too. I think it's great. I worked really hard on it, and it was definitely really stressful thinking that I might not make it in time to have it done for Christmas, but we did it. Spoiler for the next video, we made it. It's the Monday before Christmas that I'm trying to wrap up this video. My plan for the holidays is really to just rest, relax, and spend a couple hours each day or every other day working on editing the next video so that I feel like I have a vacation, but also I can get the video ready for next time. I've been so good about staying on schedule since I started making these videos that it felt really weird to think about skipping when I realized that the holidays all ended up right on posting days. And so I figured a part 1, part 2 video was the best compromise, so that it felt like I could have a little bit of a break, but I was still holding true to my biggest goal of this year, which was to post a video every 2 weeks, no matter what. Deciding which footage to use between part 1 and part 2 actually wasn't the hardest bit. Honestly, the hardest part of all of this has been figuring out how to balance this new microphone that I bought. Do I regret it? No. But is it causing me a lot of grief? Yes. Also, I realized because I have spent so much time unplugging and plugging in my little USB fob for footage into my phone, it's kind of finicky now. And so I have clips now from the microphone where I plugged it in and then it wasn't recording. And I'm like, now I can't use this clip because the audio is just so wonky. I can't jump between footage where like I'm using the microphone and then I'm holding the microphone and the microphone's not working. That would be so weird. So I just had to scrap a bunch of footage because I was like, well, it sounds weird. It's not gonna work. I still have a lot of things to learn about filming and editing videos, but if anything, I feel like this journey of posting videos on YouTube has really shown me that I'm a lot more capable of learning new skills than I thought I was, which is nice. It feels good. If you stuck it out this far into the video, thanks for hanging out with me this week. If you like this video and you'd like to see more like it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I post every 2 weeks on Wednesday at 12 o'clock Eastern. If you'd like a little extra content now and then, you can always follow me on my Blue Sky account at autumn-jacqueline. I post semi-regularly. I'm trying to be better about it, but often what you'll see on my Blue Sky are thought posts or art. Sometimes you'll see art that I've posted here, or that I've filmed here, I should say. And sometimes I'll put things like throwbacks, stuff that you haven't really seen in the videos, or maybe popped up in one video, but I'm not really advertising on my YouTube account. I guess that's gonna be it for me for this week. If you celebrate, happy holidays. And either way, I hope you have a restful end of the year. Make sure to eat lots of tasty food, get lots of sleep, and just relax. You deserve it. Before I go, I wanted to share a easier to see clip of the first version of the icon, because I know sometimes when I'm drawing, it's sort of hard to see what I'm doing. I do like this version, but there was enough about it that I had some issues with that I decided to go for a second version, but you'll see that next time. Anyway, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye guys!